Hey everybody, this is Megan Hall with Hoosier Mama Restorations. This week we are doing a beautiful French Provincial set. I'm doing this for a client whose daughter is almost 10 now, so she needs a lot more room. She bought a set from me when I think she was around 3 or 4, so we're upgrading. The first thing that we're going to do is take out the drawers, as you can see, and spray them out with our air compressor. Then all the drawers are broken down, all the handles are taken out, everything is sanded and wiped clean. Also, if you're using a Wagner sprayer like I do, after I prime by hand, we'll tape the holes so that we don't have any overspray into them. Then we are going to, you can see I have all the drawers back in. All the handles are going to be the same ivory color as the set. We have a bed, a chest, nightstand, and a long dresser. So yeah, everything is sanded, cleaned, and taped. There's a lot of prep that goes into it. You want to make sure that you get your surface ready because you want your paint and your primer to adhere, or else you're doing all this for nothing. So I'm going to get these drawers back in and start priming. After about 3 hours later, we have the primer on. I went and sprayed the areas that the roller can't hit with the Cover Stain oil-based primer stain blocker bond coat, and then went back and used a roller. You don't want something with a lot of texture because it will, once it starts to dry, it'll start pulling out some of the parts of the roller onto your work, which nobody wants that to happen. So you may have to change your roller a few times when it starts to get sticky. This is the best primer I've found. It's the only thing that will seal in tannins. So if you're painting and you have pink coming out through your lighter colors, or even brown, sometimes I've seen blue, it's a reaction with the stain and the original finish of the piece. So we have the mirror, the bed, gave it a nice coat of primer so that we are ready for the top coat tomorrow, which is called Polished Ivory. So you can see we got a nice good coating on here to give us a base coat, and using a roller with a little bit of texture to it. It's a smooth roller, but with these French sets, they are Formica, so they are really smooth. So you need a little bit of texture so that your paint adheres even better. And last but not least, the chest. So tomorrow we'll get the top coat on, which I use Valspar cabinet and furniture paint. This week we're going to use the semi-gloss, and then we're going to seal 3 coats with the semi-gloss polyacrylic. I'm so excited to get this top coat of polished ivory going. We're going to do 3 coats today. The primer has dried overnight, and it is ready for that top coat. So just some quick tips. These are the products I use. I already showed the Valspar cabinet and furniture paint. When it dries, it's going to harden into an enamel and be very durable. And after I get the top coats on tomorrow, I will spray with polyacrylic, which is going to give you another added layer of durability. This paint is really thick, so you definitely want to strain it into your Wagner sprayer and add Paint Easy or Floetrol. They are, I would say they're equal. They're both really good products. You just need to add a little bit and use your stir stick and get a good consistency. Not too thick, not too thin. And you can even go and try and just spray a little bit off to the side here on the platforms that my wonderful husband built for me to keep everything off the floor and make it easily movable. If you need to add more, you can add more. If you need to add more paint, if it's too thin, then you can do that. But so here's your Wagner sprayer. I like the tip to be this way, so it gives me a more vertical spray, and you're going to overlap your strokes. I have my dial turned in almost all the way so that it's touching the handle there. That's going to give you a fine spray. If you pull it out this way, then it's going to put out a lot more paint, and I don't like that because that gives you more chances of drips, and nobody has time for that because you have to sand them out, then you have to start all over, and it just creates a mess. So just keep your dial all the way in, and last but not least, wear a ventilator. You do not want this overspray or anything to get in your lungs. Definitely wear a ventilator. So we're gonna get started. See bright white? Now we're gonna do the polished ivory. Can't wait. So it's the next day. Our paint looks beautiful. It's like a buttery manufacturer finish. And I love the semi-gloss it gives. There seems to be a trend changing here where most people don't want their furniture distressed anymore. They want this high-end look which has a little bit of shine to it, and the semi-gloss is perfect for that. The Valspar rep said that the semi-gloss cabinet and furniture paint is more durable than the matte and the satin. So I'm gonna use that if every client will let me. If they don't prefer the little bit of shine, or if they want distressing, then I'll definitely use the chalk paint. So whatever the client prefers is what I do. But if we're going for durability, like this is for, a 10-year-old girl, we definitely want to make it as tough as possible. So the sprayer can't reach some of the drawer lips. So like here's a good example. See where it's light and there's a line. And I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so we're going to take these cute little foam brushes that I got off of Amazon, and we're going to go back through and paint all of these drawer lips and get them matched up to the front, get 3 coats on there. And the good thing about the Valspar cabinet and furniture paint as well is that it's supposed to be like a non-stick surface, so your drawer lips shouldn't stick to the dresser. You shouldn't have any problems with that. So after that dries, we are going to get our polyacrylic. We're going to use the same sheen as the paint. So we have the semi-gloss here. You definitely want to stir your polyacrylic. You don't have to thin it or anything. It will dry clear. People, do not use polyurethane on lighter colors to seal your paint because it will turn yellow over time and it will completely ruin your project. Okay, polyurethane is for sealing bare wood or after you've stained it, not paint. So we're going to get that in our Wagner sprayer, and we're going to strain it in case there's any chunks at the bottom or anything. You never know. So we're going to stir it, then we're going to strain it in there so that we have a perfect mist coming out of our sprayer, and we're going to do 3 coats. As soon as that dries, I'm going to get the handles back in, and then I'll show you the final reveal. So excited. She's going to love this. Okay, everything's sealed. Look how pretty this looks. And I love that we did the same color on the handles. You can see there are 2 different spots of drawers. There's a left and a right side. I did that because the screws are different sizes and so are the handles. So make sure you pay attention to that when you are breaking everything down, so you don't have to go back through and find the right screws and figure everything out, as well as the drawers, labeling the drawers when they come out, making sure they all fit well and are in the correct position. It's definitely a must, but everything just looks so buttery smooth. I love it. There's the bed. So I'll be doing pictures and a final video on my barnwood wall with natural light because we have the LED lights up here and they are awful for pictures. So can't wait. We'll be doing that when I have some help to get the dressers down off of the platform. First reveal is the headboard and the footboard. Look at the detail on this. I mean, wow, I love the semi-gloss. Get that shine, professional finish. I'm really pleased with how it turned out. I think Melinda's gonna love it. And I think her daughter's gonna love it even more. All right, next will be the dressers, the mirror, and the nightstand. Here's the reveal. Here's the long dresser with the mirror. Has a nice sturdy wire on the back. I'll get up closer here so you can see. The mirror is so pretty. Love those serpentine legs. And with the semi-gloss, when the light hits all the curves, oh my gosh, it's so elegant. Next is the chest. The chest has a jewelry holder, just like the long dresser. The long dresser also has a divider. Let's see, which drawer was it? Oh, guess the right one. Has a divider in it too. You can see, like I was talking about, where I had to touch up all the drawer lips, where the sprayer couldn't reach. Really gives it a nice finished look. And here is the final video with the nightstand. Love that little cubby. She can put books in there, a basket. She's got a drawer too. This is just a fantastic set. Okay, now when my husband gets home, he'll help me wrap it and we'll keep it clean until our client can pick it up, which will be in a few days. And yeah, thank you for watching. This was my first YouTube video. Definitely subscribe if you want to see my projects every week. I'll be posting videos of the transformation and any helpful tips that could help all you DIYers out there.